Welcome to the Minute of Strength. We get lots of questions from you guys out there asking us why we have a hole in the bottom of our kettlebell. Here's why. First, we have a kettlebell bolt, a buddy bolt we call this. We bolt into the bottom of the kettlebell, screw into the bottom, and we attach our bulldog leash. The second reason is for a 2 kilo Kettlebell Buddy. You screw that right into the bottom of the bell, and it adds 2 kilos to any bell that you have. This fits 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 32, and 40 kilo kettlebells. Again, adding 2 kilos to all of those, to either one of those. But it helps you transition from one size bell to the next without having to purchase necessarily the next size. So it takes you halfway there. The leash, similar concept. Buddy bolt screws into the bottom, we attach a leash. The leash weighs about 18 pounds and it helps transition and create progression for certain movements. Things like presses, swings, overhead movements, overhead squats, windmills, Turkish get-ups. And it helps add that progression without necessarily adding more mass with the larger kettlebell. Or if you didn't have the next size kettlebell, you're adding 18 pounds. So either way, it's either adds intensity, adds a progression, and self-corrects some of your movements almost instantaneously. So let's take the progression of a swing using the Kettlebell Buddy. All right, so here's what it'll look like. Typically, let's say you're using a 16 to 20, any size kettlebell, but this is a 16 kilo bell. Let's say that's all I've got, but I really want to either break a plateau or I want to kick my workout up a little bit and just add a little bit more resistance. I want a little crisper movement. I want to get stronger overall, right? So I screw my buddy into the bottom of the bell. I start with a series of dead swings. I go right back to the fundamentals. Two-handed, stand up, get the bell right back, and I feel the difference in that one rep. I can feel the difference with a little bit more energy that is required to get that movement, all right? So another dead swing, tap, another dead swing. Next one, I'll go right into swings. First one's dead. Because the ballast is sitting directly below the bell, I feel, as subtle as that is, but I feel those 2 kilos pulling me back just a little further, a little more energy required through my posterior chain to decelerate, catch, and bring it back to the top. I switch hands and let it down. As subtle as that might seem, 2 kilos makes all the difference in the world. So if you had 2 kilos and you did 30 to 50 swings, let's say, multiply the 2 kilos by the reps you just did, that's the increase in weight. And just by moving that bell in a flow drill, how much more work you got for the same effort put in. Phenomenal benefit from this, as subtle as it seems. Like I said, give these a shot. We'll work on the leash next and show you the difference between the Kettlebell Buddy and the Bulldog leash.